Parth Chaturvedi, lead crypto ecosystem from CoinSwitch. Very warm welcome, Parth. My first question has to be, the biggest takeaway from the recent crash, the bright side of it, if there is any.
So, first of all, I would thank you for having me on the show. And I would want to say that you cannot look at this event in isolation. What is happening to crypto markets is it's something similar is playing out in equity markets globally. Basically, what is happening is the Fed is increasing interest rates. Inflation is not transitory anymore. There is not going to be a soft landing. So across asset classes, risky asset classes are going to perform much worse than other safer havens, to put them like that. And that is why I would want to consider the correlation between Nasdaq and Bitcoin prices. That has been as high as 70%. So investors are treating Bitcoin as a technology stock. And because of that, in terms of where the bottom is, we don't really know, because we are in uncharted territory. Such amount of money printing has never happened in the past. Such amount of interest rate increases haven't happened before. So it's sort of like a spillover from traditional markets that is really dragging down crypto prices.
Sure. I mean, you talk about external factors. It's very interesting because, there are so many factors at play here. But I want to ask, how do these conditions, let's say on the global front, how do these affect crypto market? Let's say US hiking interest rates to contain its inflation, or rupee falling here back home. How do these conditions really affect the crypto market?
So you have to see crypto as an asset class. Basically, it is one of the riskiest asset class. And the correlation that I mentioned with Nasdaq is a clear indication that investors look at it as a tech play. And further, if I filter down to only FANG stocks, so which are high growth technology stocks in the US, you see Netflix is down 50%. You see Microsoft is doing pretty bad. Snap fell 40% in a day. So such kind of movements were very common in crypto, but now it is spilling over into equity markets. And because of that, there is a general risk averse sentiment. The Fed raising its interest rates, it leads to liquidity drying up in the space. So there was a lot of institutional money which was chasing returns that is looking for safer, stabler yields, which you can find in 10-year treasury notes of the US government. So the demand for that is going to increase, and globally we'll see equity markets suffering. And because of that, since crypto is treated as a risky asset, it will also face the correction.
And we've also talked about stock market here. And do you think we can compare Luna crash to Lehman Brothers crash, or was it worse?
So again, in terms of magnitude, it was pretty similar. So the ecosystem of Luna Terra lost around $50 billion in 48 hours or so. Yeah. And compared to Lehman Brothers, that was a 60 billion hole and led to a global recession and financial crisis. So in that sense, the bright spot is blockchain and crypto as an industry. It has survived the shock. BTC prices were they tanked with the crash, but they're now stabilizing around the 30,000 mark. And moreover, we have this sort of transparency, which only blockchain can provide, where you can see even the snapshot that Terra is referring to. You can see what holders of the token were there at one particular time, and basis that they will allocate the new token to other people. So in terms of transparency, I think it's very different from what happened in Lehman Brothers. But in terms of scale, without doubt, this is one of the biggest events in crypto history.
And Parth, CoinSwitch is one of the leading exchanges here in India. And, I see a lot of tutorials also on the app. And we've seen the app also talk about new strategies. What would you say? Should one revisit their strategy in these new conditions?
So, again, if you're trying to find the bottom here, that is not going to be easy. If you're a long-term investor, you could use this as an opportunity, to accumulate quality names, quality crypto. So that is what is happening also. We have seen a flight towards quality crypto, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. They haven't fallen as much as the other altcoins, as we call them. Reason for that is these blockchains are time tested. They have been around for very long. Blockchain for Bitcoin, for example, has been working for more than a decade. So that is something that you can probably consider. But in terms of investing in altcoins, you have to, there's a term called DYOR, do your own research, and do not try to catch a falling knife. Basically, a lot of people did that with Luna. When the prices started tanking, they thought they will go up, and they just, caught a falling knife. So in terms of changing strategies, if you're an investor, accumulate for the long run. If you're a trader, be ready for a lot of volatility.
And here on Coffee and Crypto, we also have a term BYOC, which is bring your own coffee. Next time, please get your coffee also as we chat over cryptocurrency. But no, I mean, jokes apart, just one last quick question. Is it the end of crypto winter? Finally, I mean, as situation is getting better, do you think, would you call it end of crypto winter?
I wouldn't like to comment on that in terms of, when we will see the end or where is the bottom.
Yeah.
But without doubt, this kind of phase is going to continue till, the Fed figures out where interest rates are going to be, how sticky is inflation. So there are a lot of external factors you have to consider. The Ukraine war, it's going to create global supply chain is getting disrupted, because of which that feeds into inflation. Inflation then results in Fed, increasing the rates. So all these factors there's too much at play here, and that's why it's not I would say pragmatic to come up with some kind of bottom level.